Hey guys, it's Coaster Dev, and in today's video we'll be going over my 3 biggest issues that I had while visiting Kings Island. Let's get it. On July 7th, I visited Kings Island for the first time in 2020, and my experience overall was pretty good. But today I have 3 issues that I did have with the park. And just a disclaimer, I know a lot of my videos previously up to this video have been about the mask and the problem that can cause in the park. The mask is not on this list. I chose not to put the mask on the list because after a while, it became kind of like a second nature and sometimes you didn't even notice you still had the mask on. But speaking of mask, I guess for some way it is in the list, but not in the way you guys are thinking. So with that being said, let's get to the first real problem that I had with the park. The first real problem I had with the park was actually a problem that I didn't have to face until later on in the day, and that was the closing time. And in specific, why does the park have to close at 7? Now, I understand if you get there at the 10:30, you might be able to get everything done, but if you show up at 11:30 like we did, there's almost no way you're getting everything done, especially when some of the lines were having hour wait times. To be fair, I mean, that's like pretty good for Kings Island standards. But that's normal Kings Island standards where the park closes at 10 or 11. Right now, it closes at 7, and that's not nearly enough time if you get there any later than 11 or 10:30 to get the rides done that you want. So that's why the park closing at 7 had to make this list. It just had to. One of the biggest pet peeves I had with the park, and I can't find any real explanation for it. My second problem does have to do with mask, but like I said, not in the way you guys are thinking. So my second problem that I did have to face with the park is either enforce people to wear a mask or get rid of the rule. Now, so many people there either had the mask under their nose, it wasn't on top of their nose, or they just had it off in non-demasking zones. And you know the rule. If one person doesn't wear the mask, then all the people wearing the mask are doing it for no point. Because it only takes one person not to wear a mask to ruin the whole purpose of the mask. And so for that, I really do think they need to come down stricter on people with the mask. And also, just get rid of the rule if they're not going to. I mean, at this point, it's pretty much near impossible to enforce this rule on everybody. And like I said before, if one person isn't wearing the mask, it kind of ruins the whole purpose of wearing a mask for everybody else. The third thing is actually the least biggest issue, and I feel like this is such a least an issue. I honestly was going to do it 2 problems. But at the beginning of the day, it did kind of raise attention, and that is the time slots are causing huge crowds in the beginning of the day, especially when all the people in the 10:30 clock, they were all lining up. And as soon as they opened up the gates, I mean, it was just huge crowds of people all so close together. But eventually it did even out and they got 6 feet apart. But from that moment on, I kind of had a feeling that I'd be bringing this up in a video. So those are my 3 big things, a little shorter of a video. But let me know what you guys think about the issues. Number 2 is becoming a real problem in the park, and I do want to see what they're going to do about it because they might have to either close down the park or just get rid of the mask rule because people are not following the rules at all. With that being said, it's your boy Coaster Dev with an 8 signing off of the mic. I want to wish all you guys a safe trip to Kings Island, and it's been your boy. I'm out.